08, dated 16th April 2025, transmitted 4 names of persons he had nominated to the position of chairperson and members of the Kakamega County Public Service Board to the Honorable Speaker for the Kakamega County Assembly for us to consider. The names are Mr. James Robert Wakungi Sakwa, who is proposed for appointment as chairperson of the Kakamega County Public Service Board. The second name is Mr. Raphael Milkau Otalo for the appointment as member of the Kakamega County Public Service Board. Mrs. Vivian Ayuma Ashiachi for appointments as member of the Kakamega County Public Service Board. And Mr. Jason Stanlek Mulama for appointment as member of the Kakamega County Public Service Board. The names of the 4 nominees were committed to the Committee of Appointments on 22nd April 2025 for the approval hearing. The committees as well as the Secretariat have made prior preparations as required by the Constitution of Kenya, the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act of 2017, and the standing orders and all enabling provisions. Now, pursuant to sections 3, 4, and 7, the Public Appointments in brackets County Assemblies Approvals Act of 2017, the committee sets out the preliminaries as follows. 1, the nominees and the general public were notified of the scheduled approval hearing scheduled through an advertisement in the newspaper on Wednesday, 23rd April 2025. In the same advert, members of the public were invited to submit memorandum to the clerk and county assembly on the suitability or otherwise of the nominees. This was to be done by Tuesday, 29th April 2025. Letters were sent to specific state agencies, that is Kenya Revenue Authority, Higher Education Loans Board, ESCC, ORPP, and the DCI. This was to verify the status or standing of each nominees and ensure compliance with the statutory obligations. The committee has only received one response from the ORPP and is awaiting feedback from the other agencies, which are expected by close of business on today. The committee will adopt the first schedule, which deals with the criteria for vetting of approval of nominees for appointments to public office by county assemblies questionnaire. And the second schedule, that is the assessment form, as provided by the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approvals Act number 5 of 2017. These are on our files. Now, pursuant to section 7, each nominee has been allocated time of appearing before the committee as per the public notice circulated on 23rd April 2025. Each nominee has been allocated 1 hour for the face-to-face hearing. Members of the committee will be allowed to pose questions to each nominees, who will be required to respond precisely. After the approval hearings, the committee will retreat for a report writing exercise to compile its findings and formally submit the report to the county assembly for consideration. The resolutions of the House will subsequently be transmitted to the appointing authority, that is His Excellency the Governor, as envisaged under Section 11 of the Public Appointments in brackets County Assemblies Approval Act number 5 of 2017, together with our standing orders. So this committee, in conclusion, this committee is properly says with this matter as per the statutory mandate and is expected to make an objective decision concerning the suitability or otherwise of the nominees, having scrutinized both submitted documents and the oral submissions by the nominee. This process has a specified timelines of 21 days according to all the applicable laws. So thank you very much for listening to me. So without much ado, we'll go straight to the first nominee, who is James Robert Wakungi Sakwa.
He comes, they are streaming live. So when you speak to the microphone, ensure you are closer to the mic for the voice to be picked by our system.
So the set of questions you have the yes. Kila mtu ako na yake. So you don't need to, if you have no question, you don't need to ask. But if you have questions, you can ask, but we intend to have at least 30 minutes per candidate. So we'll be precise on each question. Karibu James Robert Wakungi Sakwa. Yes, nominee. This is the Kakamega County Assembly vetting committee. We are here and charged with the responsibility to ask you questions and scrutinize your papers and confirm if you are suitable for the position of chairperson of the Kakamega Public Service Board. So with us here, this committee is headed by the speaker, yours truly. With me are my colleagues, whom I will ask to introduce themselves.
I'm Honorable Peter Walunya, member representing Malai Songo Makunga Ward, and I assist the Speaker in this committee in his absence. Thank you, Speaker.
Through the Speaker, my name is CPA Philip Maina, Leader of Majority, Kakamega County Assembly, and I serve on this committee.
I am Jailom Nyangoli, member of this committee.
We also have our secretariat led by our clerk, who will introduce the rest of the secretariat.
Honorable nominee, I'm Donald Manyala, the clerk to the County Assembly. With me today, I'm supported by a team of able staff, starting with the Deputy Director Committee Services, Kulthum, Principal Research Officer, Evans Katamu, Principal Clerk Assistant, Ruth Chikamai, Deputy Director Research and Library Services, Doreen Wesonga, Principal Legal Counsel, Brian Shivachi, Sergeant at Arms, Patrick. Then above you in the Hansard booth, we have an able team led by, yes, Charity.
Charity Sakwa.
Yeah? You're the only one there? Okay. We only have Charity there. Thank you.
Thank you. So before you introduce yourself, we'll want you to be sworn, and the swearing will be directed by our counsel, that is Brian.
I, James Robert Okongo Sabo, do swear that the information I shall present before the committee on appointments registered for matter before the committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me.
Thank you. So welcome to this vetting committee once again. We'll want you to introduce yourself, and after you introduce yourself, you'll be asked questions from this panel. You will be expected to answer those questions through the chair, who is me. They'll also ask those questions through me, and thereafter, we'll be able to assess your performance. So, without much ado, we'd like you to introduce yourself. And as you introduce yourself, you'll tell us your date and place of birth, and your citizenship, and why you think that you are most fitted to be approved by this committee for appointment as the chairperson, Kakamega Public Service Board. So the floor is yours.
Morning, everybody. My name is James Robert Okongo Sabo. Famous. I was born in my maternity Nairobi in 8 October 1970. Because I went, but I hail from the being village. My family all accidents you see, all the ambulances you see come to us. So by extension, we touch and work with every sector of humankind. And this exposure gives me the impetus to believe that now it's an opportunity to build the experience in my home country, county that is Kakamega. I've also served purpose. I'm chairman emeritus of the Association of Kenya Medical Laboratory Scientific Officers, which enabled me to be a vice president in East Africa. And I'm still the current and serving first vice president for implementation of African Association of Medical Lab Scientists, which is there is in University of Yaoundé 1, Cameroon. And I happen also to be the secretary of the organization Kenyan Medical Lab Association, who are colleagues charging the responsibility of ensuring that all the results that you get in our laboratories are quality results, not complete results. And to this end, we have been able to oversee the accreditation of over 250 labs in this republic under the ISO standard 15189. That is the one that attests the fact that a lab is competent to do what they do. And I'm glad that also part of the team that ensure that our own laboratory here in the country is accredited, together and prepared in this process. So all these things we are doing to ensure that humankind is safe and people get quality results, so that when you go to India, having results from a lab that is accredited, you don't have to complete it. So for us, we have done that for one. And I think the opportunity now, even I applied for this work, is to apply the same in my home country and hope that to enable us to change the lives of our people. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, do you have anything that makes you think that there will be potential conflict of interest in if appointed for this job?
Obviously, there is a potential work area where that because you might have patrons and press who think that you can play against the rules just because you're in the chair. And notification for this, by the way, having worked in the university and having worked in the medical laboratory, we give results regardless of the status in the party. Because if for me I go against the rules, other than what the assembly can do in these circumstances, I can have my license cancelled for being unethical. So it's very clear in my mind that there are potential areas of conflict, but again, given my background and my planning issues, I should be able to come out and let the fact that there's certain requirements and thresholds that I be able to even take a break.
Thank you. Have you been involved in any pro bono works or charity work within this county? Known as what? Donovan, yes.
Was based on the fact that our health habits in this part of the world are very poor. People start going to hospital when they're sick. Nobody routinely goes to the hospital to check if they're okay. And we are realizing that we see a lot of people who come with cancer in stage 4. And even if we are able to intervene in the next couple of months, you see them in the wheelchairs. Because at stage 4, there's nothing we can do. So to that aspect, we have started this laboratory so that we can do what we call active case finding. We screen people for non-communicable diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, and cancer itself. And if we pick them early, we are able to link them to treatment by people who are handling management of cancer. And we have a company from Pakistan that's making manufacturing cancer management products. Because we realize that if somebody is diagnosed with cancer, or primarily for their very complicated. But if you go to stage 1, 2, you can survive. So that's I've done to be able to give
you. Now, what is your net worth and what are the sources of income?
Business, I believe, in terms of liquid properties. And as we speak, the last time I checked by one of the board, we keep on getting them.
Thank you. Now, lastly, a few questions on integrity. Have you ever been convicted of any offense, criminal offense? Do you have any active case in court? Have you ever been dismissed in any of your previous employment? Have you been at any one time be linked with any corruption? Okay, thank you. So I'll open it up for my fellow panelists if they have any questions for you.
Mr. Robert, once more, I'm Walunya. I have two questions. Number one, the Kakamega County wage bill is so high, and somewhere in social media we've seen the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga trying to talk about a few things here and there. Now you are now, if approved, you are going to be among others, you are going to be the employer of the Kakamega County. The wage bill is so high, but again, employment has to continue. People have to be employed. We have several departments and entities of the county that are lacking human resource. What will you be able to maneuver around so that you can balance the issue of the wage bill and the need to employ? And secondly, you've been previously the chairman of ODM Mumias East. Now you are, if approved, you'll be the employer of Kakamega County. Now, the issues of ODM and the position you are being given, say something about that. Thank you.
Soon as Constitution promulgated in 2013, the first thing I did was to move all my accounts and release. Without knowing where I would go, but I believe that then the Provincial Council would do this. Number two, I've been the all over the place for two reasons. One, they get experience. Number two, they become our countries for hire because we shall have tailored them to do things our way. Such that when you hire them, there's no orientation. They already know. They know where this hospital is, they know where this facility and what they do. Then you don't need to spend money orienting them because people require service. One of my guiding principles is to look at the human resource as an opportunity to develop. And I borrow this very much from China. China has never looked at its population as a people. No. The only difference we have is that we as Kakamega, we are a rural county. So it means most of the population is in the rural. And when people are in the rural area, access to services in whatever form, whether it's medical development, it becomes a challenge. But then, in the true spirit of devolution, we would then use the opportunity of the population to drive services to people where they are. Because if somebody has to leave to share health center, to go for a test in Magunga or Nakuru, it's no longer affordable because they need fare or they need to walk the whole day. So my way of looking at it is natural attrition, which is number one. There are lots of this for the last 2 years. Three, actualizing the dream of the level 6 and moving a big chunk of the staff to that facility and save the county some 300 billion that give us an opportunity.
Very well, Chair. I'm satisfied.
Thank you. The majority, do you have any question?
Thank you, Chair. To the nominee, I also have a few questions just to, as the Speaker said, the Chair said, we're checking the suitability. The first one, just a follow-up on, I would want to take more of what Honorable Lunya has brought out. You had discussed for a few minutes about your political connections and working with the Oregon Democratic Party as a chair. Specifically, my question would be, before I go to the other issues, just to understand if your political affiliation will affect your performance as an impartial chair of the board. I would want to know clarity on that one. Let's be very clear on that, because there will be perception that this government is an ODM government. And they have picked a party official to head such a crucial body in the county. And then secondly, just related to the issue of the wage bill. Currently, Kakamega has surpassed the 35% provision advisory from the Control of Budget and PFM Act and any other related provision that we have. But practically, given the size of the county and the need, we can't manage and we've surpassed it. But as you come to the office, if this committee approves and then the House also approves your appointment as the chair, you have work on your table waiting, because we've not had a board in place for over a year. And of particular interest is the medical area that you've touched on, that there are doctors and nurses waiting your decision on the job evaluation and, if possible, promotion. This is given that it has to happen. From what we hear, it has to happen. How will you manage to tinker between that issue of requirement to promote them and also manage the wage bill? Because you have, we are telling you that we are coming, we've already surpassed 35, we are almost at 40%. And these guys wants to be promoted, but the allocation from the national government, treasury to Kakamega, might not increase by much. So we just want to understand how you'll handle that. And finally, you have been in a medical field most of the time. I just want to understand how you able to transform and shift from that line of work to a more political administrative office, because that's what because you are working with the government, that too is inevitable. How you are able to transit and how long can that be? Because we've not had a board and we want this board, if approved, to be up and running in the next 1 week. Thank you.
and then why can't we retain that hospital here so that we are able to get that income, which I'm sure will be able to offset that 300 or so. So that's a very good yeah. Okay, thank you.
The mental one, you come along with a very strong address, and a lot of commitments along the way. You mentioned the few commitments here and there, here and there, where all those commitments come along with a lot of responsibility. I want you to live on to us the time you have, because we think you must give us both your best shots and then the full commitment. So demonstrate to us how you're going to do it. That's one question. Two, also let us know whether you're going to deal with this issue of post balance and how you intend to deal with it. Thank you very much, Mr. Commissioner. One thing I believe in on the practice is that if I cannot commit to anything, and the commitments I have in terms of consultancy, for me, it depends on how my schedules are and political everything. And let me give you a classical example. Of course, you are the
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Jael.
Thank you so much. Looking at your curricula vitae, you have a wide range and years of experience in the medical field. The service board, the position at the service board basically requires that you work with other political entities, government entities, and staff. How are you going to deal with the issue of mental health amongst the staff that in most cases hinders service delivery and performance? And secondly, how are you going to work out a relationship between your office and other entities to ensure that you deliver effectively for the county?
Easy question. I cannot run. However, there must be that big human and then people together. So in terms of relations with people, that is given. Number two, in the university, I've been the champion for One Health. Because even in the profession, the medical lab practice, medical profession themselves, we have been having silos. I don't know what a nurse is doing. I don't know what a doctor is doing. I don't know what a pathologist is doing. So there's been efforts for the last 5-10 years to try and make sure that we open those silos so that if somebody is having adults and I've tested in the lab, I should be able to talk to the vet because it comes from the animal. So under One Health concept, I've been the champion in the university and since I wrote the concept, trying to make sure that each professional knows what the other is doing. If a nutritionist does not come to play a role in a person who is having anemia, then I will not succeed by giving blood every day. I might not get out of that cycle. So we are talking within ourselves as professionals. Now, the experience I have is why I'm seeking to extrapolate and apply across board. Because you learn something. If you learn something I don't apply, you experience something I don't apply, you are very confident. But now coming back to mental health, it's a challenge. And I say it's a challenge because the human resource function does not take account of people who seem to be having peculiar problems. This guy comes late, we transfer. This guy comes to work drunk, transfer. Nobody goes back to see why. It could be from home. But when you transfer, it doesn't mean that you're happy. The problem continues to be there because the guy will still go and continue drinking wherever they are. A guy is absent. Why is this guy absent? And I'm borrowing this from what we do when we are assessing laboratories. If we find a challenge, we always ask for the root cause. What is causing this problem? Because if you go to your house and the tap is leaking, you cannot start mopping. No. If you start mopping, you mop till Jesus comes back. You have to close the tap. Mop, then find out why did it leak. Is this something I can do in the short term, mid term, or long term? So from where I see it, the mental health issue is a challenge. And I've been doing, not because of this condition, I've been trying to do what we call literature review to understand why people who are deemed to be having mental disorder, what is causing it? Because from my profession, I know syphilis, if not treated because of mental health. But then all these people who are in the marketplaces that have got mental disorder, is there any computer statement procedure? So I'm doing a lot of literature to try and understand because tells signs and symptoms are always there. But people don't take heed, try and find out what might be causing this problem. For example, if we all decided as a policy and you approve that any mental suspected case, like we do in malaria, will be tested for syphilis, I can assure you we solve 23% of the problems. Because literature in other countries shows that all cases of mental health are linked to syphilis. But here, number two,
You're right. You're saying that all mental health what is related to syphilis? Yes.
till you show that you are negative. So it is aligned to marriage. The same case with the this one that is causing people to have anemia through sickle cell. Sickle cell is if you have a trait, the spouse has a trait, you marry, you give offspring, survive. But nobody says let's test for this. We are not saying that if you are in love, life is blind, you don't test, you test. But even as you marry, just know chances of getting children who are sickler are high. So you can decide to adapt or do surrogate, get children through other people. Because these ones of yours cannot survive. There are countries that you will not be appreciated in marriage unless you give birth. Today, health is devolved. If as Kakamega County, being a county with a high population, if we say that all suspected cases of mental illness, syphilis first, then those that are of syphilis we treat, they become normal. We remain as those who are not negative, who are negative. Then we start canceling and now managing them in the manner that health is a disease that we must give priority. And I would propose then that it goes hand in hand with counseling. Alongside suspected cases being tested for syphilis, it doesn't break a bone. Just like all women who are pregnant, we test them for HIV, whether they consent or not, we test. So that you know as you handle, you know what you're dealing with. So because health is devolved, I would like us to do exactly what the pioneer governor did. You know, when governor opened blood donor service, he was really molested. The national government stopped giving him reagents, they didn't give him equipment, his institute staff. But when President Trump was elected the first time, that's the money he stopped. Then all of a sudden, Kakamega became a hero. So we don't have to wait to do what other people are doing. We can be pioneers and people borrow from us, particularly if it works. So mental health, we must prioritize it. And I'm saying, instead of transferring people who seem to be difficult, it would be important to find out the root cause. You might find that the guy at home is in trouble. So he has to go home drunk so that he sleeps to avoid the noise from the spouse.
Mwalimu, I think your students must be really enjoying your classes. Thank you. Majority, you have something?
Chair, I'm triggered to ask something because actually the nominee has, in his submission, almost 70% have related to medical related. Okay, that's good, trying to bring the profession to the new position. Just a final one through the chair. The County Public Service Board position requires high emotional intelligence. And therefore, I would want to ask, are you aware of the factors that led to the dismissal or and termination of the immediate county board? What is it that you will consider in your appointment not to experience the same challenge as a county and maintain a very effective county public service board for smooth government functioning? Just that.
Yes, answer that question. Yes, respond.
Thank you, Chair. If this committee uh, finds you fitting for this position of the chair, what is this new legacy that you want to leave as a chair of the board? And what is this new thing that you want to bring when you are applying for this job? You thought, this is what I want to bring on the table or to this board?
First of all, I am vastly experienced. And I want to borrow the experience I've acquired for the years I've been on this world to help my people in this county. That is number one. That is what drove me to apply for this job. Number two, there are only two things: equitable distribution of opportunities and merit. Equitable distribution and merit. If you are competent, in fact, for me, it's not about experience, it's about competence. If you are competent, then you apply for a position, you'll get it. And let me be very honest with you. If you don't find me suitable, don't cheat the governor out of the assembly. Just tell him this guy is useless. Thank you very much.
Sakwa, I would like to give you just 1 minute to give your parting shot.
I must say that I, first of all, thank you for the way you have conducted this interview. The fact that you have been able to bring out salient issues that I myself I have not envisaged in the course of this suitability interview. And I must assure you that I've learned something, because anything you do must have objectivity. If you do things for the sake of doing them, really, they don't make sense. It's a learning lesson for me, even beyond here, that you attend an interview and then there's also suitability and confirming what might have been done. Number two, the diversity of the questions I've received from the panelists have kept my mind moving. But allow me to say that I'm borrowing heavily from the sector that I've lived all my life. From the time I left college up to now, I've just been discussing medical lab. But from my presentation, you realize then that I have gone beyond medical lab. When I talk about standards, they have nothing to do with medical lab. It's about quality assurance. When I talk about biosafety, biosecurity, it is not what I learned when I joined this profession. I developed interest, and then I've been able to consolidate and pick what works for all of us, and then give it to the society. If I'm found suitable, I would really endeavor to do and study about issues of human resource and human function, so that I can better the service. But then, if you allow me, Mr. Chairman, I have a question. Up to now, it's not clear to me whether the position is half time or still not clear. Because then that helped me on how I tackle my employer. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get that from your appointing authority. You'll be able to explain better. Otherwise, thank you very much for being with us, for taking your time. You are supposed to be in Malawi, but you are here, so we don't take that for granted. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let's hope that we'll have a favorable outcome.
Please, please.
Do you have any publications? Okay. Thank you.
Then MOUs that I've signed, they are also part of annex what I submitted.
These are our copies.
No, these are originals. I thought
These
you
are
had to have a look. Yeah. Those are chapter 6 compliance.
They look like
And then
colored copies.
I think those are the certificates. But the rest I submitted with the questionnaire.